The next thing that's affecting supply is you've got this very large spread between the median price of a new home and the median price of an existing home. And we show this on slide 71. And the idea here is basically that builders have been increasingly now for really years been catering to the higher end of the market. And that's why the spread between new homes and existing homes has been getting wider and wider. Why are they doing that when there's all this demand at the low end? The simple answer is because high-end buyers can get mortgage credit and low-end buyers have a much tougher time. And so the market goes to where the customer is, and the customer is the person who can get the mortgage to buy the house. So this is not at all surprising, but what's interesting is if you go to 72, the good news here is that we're finally now beginning to see an inflection, and this is good. This is square footage, both average and median, of newly built homes in America. And essentially, you've got a couple different periods here. From the late 90s, basically up until the GFC, homes were getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So sort of the McMansion phenomenon. Then immediately in the wake of the recession, homes got a lot smaller, not surprisingly. But then, only a few years after they got a lot smaller, they started getting bigger again. And that is very much a reflection of this mortgage credit availability phenomenon. But the final chapter in the story of this chart is that in the last really year and a half or so, that started to, first it flattened out, and now it's actually starting to go down, and that's good. And that means that a growing number of entry-level homes are being built, and that's a good thing. That's going to help to alleviate the supply bottleneck. And you can sort of see that on slide 73. This is basically the share of what are considered large homes, homes over 2,400 square feet, had been growing just recently, has begun to compress in 2016. And then if you look at slide 74, this is sort of breaking out the year-over-year growth in square footage of homes that are completed, or year-over-year growth in homes that are completed of certain square footage measures. And the two groups from a square footage standpoint that are growing the fastest are actually at the lower end. So you've got the 1,400 to 1,800 square foot category and the 1,800 to 2,400 square foot category. Those are the two pockets that are growing very, very quickly. So 16 and 31% respectively. So again, another indication that builders are finally starting to warm up to this sort of lower end entry-level demand and really building product to address it.